Imagine if I told you that just five minutes a day could improve your strength, balance, and mobility more than a long walk, especially after the age of 60. Sounds surprising, right? But today, you're going to discover a simple method that many surgeons and health experts quietly recommend, yet most people completely ignore. As we age, staying active becomes more important than ever. But here's the truth, walking alone is not enough anymore. Yes, walking is great. It keeps your heart moving, helps with circulation, and improves mood. But after 60, your body needs something more targeted, something that directly improves your muscles, joints, and stability. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. By the end of this video, you'll learn a simple 5-minute routine that can help you move better, feel stronger, and even reduce your risk of falls. Make sure you watch till the end, because I'll also share common mistakes that could be slowing your progress without you realizing it. Let's get started. First, let's understand the problem. After the age of 60, your body naturally begins to lose muscle mass. This is called age-related muscle loss, and it happens to everyone. Along with that, your balance weakens, your joints become stiffer, and your reaction time slows down. Now here's the issue. Walking mainly works your AV cardiovascular system. It's great for your heart, but it doesn't fully challenge your muscles, especially the smaller stabilizing muscles that keep you balanced. That's why many people who walk daily still struggle with things like getting up from a chair, climbing stairs, maintaining balance, preventing falls. So what's the solution? Instead of replacing walking, we upgrade your routine by adding one powerful movement pattern, and that movement is a sit to stand exercise. Yes, something as simple as sitting down and standing up. It may sound too easy, but don't underestimate it. This movement activates multiple muscle groups at the same time: your thighs, hips, core, and even your lower back. More importantly, it mimics real life movement. Think about it. Every day you sit and stand multiple times. If you improve this one movement, you improve your heirs' daily independency. Here's how to do it properly. Sit on a sturdy chair. Keep your feet flat on the ground, shoulder width apart. Keep your back straight and your chest slightly lifted. Now slowly stand up without using your hands if possible. Then sit back down slowly. That's one repetition. Do this for about 5 minutes at your own pace. If you're just starting, you can use your hands for support. That's perfectly fine. Over time, try to rely less on your hands. Now you might be thinking, how can this be better than walking? Here's why. This exercise builds functional strength. It directly trains the muscles you use in everyday life. Walking doesn't fully engage these muscles in the same way. Also, this movement improves your eyes, balance, and coordinations, which are critical after 60. And here's something very important. It reduces your risk of falls. Falls are one of the biggest health risks for older adults. A simple daily routine like this can significantly lower that risk by strengthening your legs and improving control. Now let's go deeper. To get the best results, you can combine this with a few additional movements. Let's talk about the second powerful habit. As heel raises, stand behind a chair and hold it for support. Slowly lift your heels off the ground, standing on your toes. Then slowly come back down. This strengthens your calf muscles and improves ankle stability. Why is this important? Because your ankles play a huge role in balance. Weak ankles increase your chances of falling. Do this for 10-15 repetitions. Next, marching in place. You stand straight and slowly lift one knee, then the other like you're marching. This improves coordination and strengthens your hip muscles. It also helps with walking stability. Now combine these three: to sit, to stand, heel raises, marching, and you've got a powerful 5-minute routine. Simple, effective, life-changing. Now let's talk about common mistakes. Many people rush through these movements. They go too fast, thinking more speed means better results. That's not true. Slow, controlled movements are much more effective. They help you build strength and improve balance. Another mistake is poor posture. If you lean too far forward or round your back, you reduce the effectiveness of the exercise and increase the risk of injury. Always keep your chest up and your movements controlled. Also, don't skip consistency. Doing this once a week won't help much, but doing it daily, even for just 5 minutes, can create noticeable changes. Consistency beats intensity. Now here are some important do's and don'ts. Do I start slow and listen to your body? Use support if needed. Focus on proper form, stay consistent. Don't rush through the exercises, ignore pain or discomfort. Skip warm-up movements, compare yourself to others. Remember, your goal is not perfection, your goal is progress. Now let's talk about something most people overlook: breathing. Yes, how you breathe during exercise matters. Exhale when you stand up, inhale when you sit down. This helps maintain stability and prevents unnecessary strain. Now here's a powerful tip. Turn this into a daily habit. You can do it while watching TV or after brushing your teeth. Attach it to something you already do every day. That's how habits stick. Now let's talk about results. What can you expect if you do this regularly? Within a few weeks, many people notice stronger legs, a better balance, easier movement, a more confidence in daily activities. And over time, it can help you stay independent longer. That's the real goal. Not just living longer, but living better. Now, before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. Have you tried exercises like this before? Comment below and let me know your experience. And if you're starting today, type "start to NW" in the comments. I'd love to see how many of you are taking action. Also, if you found this helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. We share simple science-based health tips that can truly improve your life. Let's quickly recap. Walking is great, but after 60, it's not enough on its own. Your body needs strength, balance, and control. A simple 5-minute routine like sit to stand, heel raises, and marching can make a big difference. It's easy, safe, and highly effective. Start small, stay consistent, and watch your body transform. And finally, a quick disclaimer: This video is for educational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice. Always consult your doctor before starting any new exercise routine, especially if you have existing health conditions. Take care of your body because it's the only place you have to live. Take care of your body because it's the only place you have to live. And here's something many people don't realize. Your body is always listening to what you do daily. Every small action you take, whether it's moving, sitting, standing, or even resting, sends a signal to your body. It either says, stay strong, or it quietly says, get weaker. The good news, you are always in control of that message. It doesn't matter if you're just starting out. It doesn't matter if you've been inactive for years. What matters is what you choose to do today and tomorrow and the day after that. Because real change doesn't come from doing something big once. It comes from doing something small consistently. And that's exactly why this 5-minute routine is so powerful. It removes all the excuses. You don't need to wait for the perfect time. You don't need motivation. You don't need energy at the start. You just need to begin. Think about it like brushing your teeth. You don't skip it because you don't feel like it. You do it because it's part of your routine. That's how this should be. Your health deserves the same level of commitment. Now imagine this. A few weeks from now, you wake up and notice something different. Getting out of bed feels easier. Standing up from a chair feels smoother. Walking feels more stable. You don't have to hold on to things as much. You feel more confident moving around your home. That fear of losing balance, it starts to fade. That's not a dream. That's what happens when you stay consistent. And it all starts with just a few minutes a day. But let me be honest with you for a moment. There will be days when you don't feel like doing it. Days when your body feels stiff. Days when you feel tired. Days when your mind tells you, skip it today. That's normal. The difference between people who improve and those who don't is simple. They show up anyway, even if it's just 2 minutes, even if it's slower than usual, even if it's not perfect. Because something is always better than nothing. And over time, those small efforts build momentum. Now, here's another important mindset shift. Don't focus on doing it perfectly. Focus on doing it safely and consistently. Your goal is not to compete with anyone. Your goal is not to push your limits every single day. Your goal is to build a habit that your body can trust. So move at your own pace. If you need to use your hands for support, that's okay. If you need to take breaks, that's okay. If you need to go slower, that's okay. Progress is personal. What matters is that you don't stop. Now let's talk about something deeper, independence. Most people don't think about it until they start to lose it. The ability to stand up on your own, to walk without fear, to move freely in your own home. These are things we often take for granted. But the truth is, strength and balance are what protect your independence. And the routine you learn today is not just an exercise, it's an investment in your freedom. Every time you do those sit-to-stands, every time you raise your heels, every time you march in place, you are building a stronger, safer version of yourself. You're preparing your body for the years ahead. And that matters more than anything. Now, here's a simple tip to make this easier. Attach this routine to something you already do daily. For example, do it after your morning tea. Do it while watching your favorite TV show. Do it right after brushing your teeth. When you connect a new habit to an existing one, it becomes much easier to stick with it. Also track your progress, not in a complicated way. Just notice how you feel. Are you getting stronger? Are your movements smoother? Do you feel more confident? These small improvements are signs that your body is responding, and that should motivate you to keep going. Now, before we finish, I want to leave you with one powerful reminder. Your future health is being decided by what you do today. Not next week, not next month, today. So don't wait, don't overthink it. Don't tell yourself you'll start later. Start now. Stand up, do a few repetitions, feel your muscles working, feel your body waking up. Because every step you take today is a step toward a stronger tomorrow. Now I'd love to hear from you. Are you ready to take this challenge? If yes, comment I am ready below. Make that commitment public. It increases your chances of sticking with it. And if you found this helpful, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who needs this, maybe a parent, a friend, or someone you care about. You could genuinely help change their life. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more simple, practical health tips designed to keep you strong, active, and independent. Because this channel is all about helping you live better, not just longer. Stay consistent, stay patient, and most importantly, stay committed to yourself. Your body is capable of more than you think. You just have to give it the chance. And I'll see you in the next video, because the truth is, your body wants to get better. It's designed to heal, to adapt, but to grow stronger when you use it the right way. But it can only do that if you give it consistent signals through movement. Think of your body like a machine that hasn't been used in a while. If it sits still for too long, it starts to stiffen, weaken, and slow down. But the moment you start using it again, even gently, it begins to come back to life. That's exactly what this 5-minute routine does. It wakes up muscles that may have been inactive. It improves communication between your brain and your body. And most importantly, it rebuilds confidence in your movement. Because let's be honest, one of the biggest challenges after 60 is not just physical, it's mental. Many people become afraid of falling, afraid of losing balance, afraid of getting hurt. And that fear leads to less movement. Less movement leads to more weakness. And more weakness increases the risk of falls. It becomes a cycle. But here's the good news, you can break that cycle. And it starts with small, controlled movements like the ones you're learning today. When you practice sitting and standing, your body learns control. When you raise your heels, your ankles become more stable. When you march in place, your coordination improves. And slowly, that fear begins to fade. You start trusting your body again. Now let's talk about something very important, safety. Before you begin your routine each day, take a moment to prepare your environment. Make sure your chair is stable and not too low. Keep the floor clear of anything that could cause you to slip. Wear comfortable, non-slip footwear if possible. These small steps can make a big difference. Also listen to your body. There's a difference between effort and pain. A little discomfort is normal when you're using muscles that haven't been active, but sharp pain or dizziness is not something to ignore. If you ever feel that, stop immediately and rest. Your goal is to build strength safely, not rush into injury. Now here's something else that can make this routine even more effective. Focus on quality over quantity. It's not about how many repetitions you can do. It's about how well you do them. Move slowly. Control each movement. Feel your muscles working. This kind of mindful movement activates more muscle fibers and improves your balance much faster than rushing through the exercises. Another powerful tip is to use your breath. When you stand up, gently breathe out. When you sit down, breathe in. This simple breathing pattern helps stabilize your core and keeps your movement smooth and controlled. Now let's talk about consistency again, but from a different angle. Consistency is not about being perfect every single day. It's about not giving up when things are not perfect. Some days you might feel strong. Some days you might feel tired. Some days you might even forget. That's okay. What matters is that you come back to it the next day, the next opportunity, because every time you return, you reinforce the habit, and over time, it becomes part of your lifestyle. Now imagine this long term. 6 months from now, your body is stronger. You move with more ease, you feel more stable on your feet, you rely less on support. Even simple things like walking, climbing stairs, or getting out of a car feel easier. That's the power of daily effort. And here's something even more important. You start to feel more confident in yourself. Confidence is not just about how you look, it's about how you move, how you carry yourself, and how secure you feel in your own body. And that confidence can change your entire quality of life. Now let's add one more layer to this. Gratitude. Yes, gratitude. Instead of focusing on what your body can't do, start appreciating what it can do. If you can stand, that's a blessing. If you can walk, that's a blessing. If you can move, even a little, that's a blessing. When you shift your mindset this way, exercise stops feeling like a chore. It becomes an act of self-care, a way of honoring your body. Now here's a small challenge to keep things interesting. Every week try to improve just a little, maybe one extra repetition, maybe slightly better balance, maybe less reliance on your hands. These small improvements keep you motivated and moving forward. And remember, you're not in a race. This is your personal journey. Take it one step at a time. Now before we wrap this part, let's go back to something simple but powerful.
Action.
All the information in the world won't help unless you use it. So right now, as you're listening to this, ask yourself one question. Am I ready to take control of my health? If your answer is yes, then prove it. Not to me, but to yourself. Stand up and do your first set. No waiting, no excuses, because the hardest part is always the beginning. Once you start, everything becomes easier. And once it becomes a habit, it becomes part of who you are. Now I want you to imagine your future again. A stronger, more stable, more confident version of yourself. That version is not far away. It's being built right now through your actions today. So keep going, stay consistent, trust the process, and most importantly, believe in your ability to improve, because your body is always ready to respond. You just have to keep showing up for it. And I'll be right here with you, guiding you every step of the way in the next video.